would get called out for cultural appropriation if they wore this Youthforia foundation shade. This is literally like if a brand put out like a purely orange shade or like a purely yellow shade and was like, here you go, Asians. The blacks of the internet are very upset with Youthforia for releasing this super dark foundation. And I don't wear makeup, but like I'm obsessed with like online beauty scandals and like drama. So like I had to get a bottle for myself. So today, let's put this on my face and see if their criticism is valid. I've always wanted to do makeup reviews, so I'm so excited. It says to put on 2 pumps, so let's see what that does for us. I even bought like an e.l.f. foundation brush. Like I'm taking this very seriously. Okay, so it's very dark, as you can see. Oh, this shade like literally looks offensive so far. It's literally so dark. Let me get closer here so you can really see how freaking dark this foundation is. Fiona Chan, the founder of Youthforia, she really messed up with this, to be honest. I feel like it literally looks like my hair, and I feel like if I put this like in my fade, it could like make my hair look more full. Let me see. Oh my. Okay, so obviously this is like a foundation, not like black face paint. So like the undertones of my own skin are showing, but it's not because the foundation is like good. It's just because I'm extremely orange and yellow. So because the foundation is like somewhat translucent and like opaque, you can kind of see my colors show, but the foundation itself is not that. I'm literally looking in the mirror right now and this foundation looks jet black. Let's keep going. Imagine I do like the Meredith Duxbury foundation challenge with this foundation. I feel like that would look so crazy. I feel like I literally would get in trouble for like blackface at that point. I don't believe that Youthforia created this to like actually be inclusive. I think they literally created this just to be able to say that they have the darkest shade, but like they did not even match this with like any real humans with like real skin. And I like feel bad for Youthforia, but like Fiona desperately needs to like hire like a better like PR person and like product management person. Like, girl, please. This is Youthforia's darkest foundation fully applied on my face. The darkest of blacks would get called out for cultural appropriation if they wore this Youthforia foundation shade. This is literally like if a brand put out like a purely orange shade or like a purely yellow shade and was like, here you go, Asians. Youthforia actually tried to like one-up Fenty by saying like, oh, our darkest shade is actually darker than Fenty's darkest shade, because they know that like Fenty is known for being inclusive. And so they thought that like if they released a shade darker than Fenty's darkest shade, they could be considered like inclusive as well, and they could like be free of like the cancellation that they received like months ago when their darkest shade was like super light. But I got Fenty's darkest shade, and look at how nice this shade actually is. One sec. Removing half my face. I'm dedicated to this video. I literally went to Ulta and bought like wipes, Mother's Day stuff, and these dark foundation shades for videos. Just wiped Youthforia off my face. This is dark gray. It literally looks like I just wiped off like eyeliner or something. Okay, so this is Fenty's darkest shade. Look, okay. Ooh, it's a little bit too wet, but it's fine. New brush, because I'm dedicated to this review. I literally feel like James Charles or like Jeffree Star. And I like low-key have always wanted to do this, but like I don't wear makeup, so like there was no reason for me to like wear makeup for a video. But today I was like, yes, a new scandal. I can hop on that. As you can see, Fenty's darkest shade, even though it is like their darkest shade, it's not black. Like it's literally a very pretty like dark brown. Don't be fooled again by my personal light skinness and like oranginess that's coming out on this side. That is not because of the foundation. It's literally just because I'm super tan and like yellowy orangey myself. But literally no one's actually like pitch black. We all have blood under our skin. We all have undertones, whether they be neutral, cool, warm. There's no such thing as like a human with like pitch black skin. And so there you have it. This is real black people skin. This is minstrel show blackface, which is not good. Don't do it. This video is just for demonstration. I don't think Lupita from Us could even like match this shade, to be honest. This was literally so fun, and I completely understand why black people are like upset at Euphoria. Like I said, it's literally if like a brand came out with like a purely orange or like a purely yellow shade of foundation and was like, here you go, Asians. Or if like a brand came out with like a purely white shade, like this color white, and was like, here you go, white people. It's a bit wild for sure, but I genuinely think that like the founder of Euphoria, Fiona, had decent intentions. I just think she like fell short of those intentions, because I really think that she like thought that she was doing something good with putting out something that's darker than like a well-known like inclusive brand's darkest shade. Like I really think that she thought that like that would help her avoid more like controversy, because her last darkest shade was so like light. But unfortunately, I don't think Fiona or like Euphoria knows culture well, and I feel like they really need to hire like a better PR person or like a product management person or like both, because I know that like someone said that like Fiona prefers like costs to be super low, and like she wants like a small team and like not have hella costs here and there, and like I get that, because I also personally hate spending too much money on like overhead stuff for like life or like for business. But like I think at this point, if she wants to come back from this, she definitely needs to do better with like PR and like product management and like social media stuff. But wow, this was so fun. It was so exciting to pretend to be like a makeup guru for like a day. But I'm definitely going to be returning all of these products at Ulta. Sorry, Ulta, but like I will not be using these products on my day-to-day like routine. I did also buy like a lot of like Mother's Day stuff that I will not be returning, so I think I have redeemed myself. But yeah, thanks guys for letting me be Kevin Charles and Kevin Starr for like a day. What do you guys think of the Euphoria foundation? Let me know in the comments. I put on the darkest shade of the Euphoria foundation last night, not to perform blackface, because literally blackface is like when you pretend to be black and like mock black people. I would never literally do that, and like I literally say that like I don't condone blackface in the video. I literally only put this on and like recorded it because I knew that like this specific shade was going super viral just for being like problematic, because like no one's actually this dark. So I wanted to like swatch it on and like literally agree with like the black creators on TikTok and like on YouTube that have been saying that this foundation is too dark and too problematic and like has no undertones. And I wanted to like see it on my skin and like match it with my hair. And like I don't wear makeup, so like I've never been able to do like a makeup review, because usually when people wear makeup, it's like they wear it, they go out, and that's how they like review it on the internet. But like in this case, I thought like, oh my gosh, I can finally review a foundation because no one's actually wearing this out. It's too dark and it's like literally jet black. So I thought like I could put this on, do a review, and like literally wipe this off. I would never walk outside with this. Like I literally looked crazy, and like even the darkest of like black people look actually crazy wearing this, because this foundation is problematic. Like I'm literally just uplifting the black voices. I promise you I was not doing blackface. I don't even think like blackface is even funny in general. Like I don't laugh at blackface. And also like I've noted like the blacks thing, I only refer to black people as blacks because I call Asians Asians, I call Mexicans Mexicans, and like whites whites. So like I don't really see the problem in calling black people blacks, but like clearly everyone's like so like upset about it. I only bought this shade to review it because this shade was super viral. Like I'm not like a beauty guru, so like I didn't get this sent to me, and I'm literally going to be returning it because what am I gonna do with this foundation? But yeah, I promise you, if you like actually know what like blackface is, I literally went on Google and like did my research. Blackface is like when people like perform caricatures of like black people and like make fun of them and like mock them, and like I literally would never do that, and like I don't even think that's funny at all. So I'm so like sorry if that video came off that way. I promise you I was not trying to perform blackface. I just love like online makeup scandals, and I wanted like an excuse to put on makeup that I would never wear in public in my room and like take it off immediately because it's so viral and like so problematic. But yeah, like if you actually watch my Euphoria review, you would know that like I actually agree with like the black people's voices. And I actually do agree that like Fiona, the founder of Euphoria, should release like better, darker shades with like more undertones, because this foundation is like rude to like black people. I even swatched like Fenty's darkest shade and like explained why this one isn't problematic and like how this one like looks like beautiful brown skin. So yeah, I'm so sorry if you're like offended, because I really did not intend on like doing any blackface. I would never do that. And like I do love black people, obviously, and so like if you're black and like you're following me, I love you, and I would never like make fun of you or like mock you, because like that's literally not even funny. Like I don't even consume content that like mocks black people, because like I feel like we all deserve to like live happily in like America, and like I'm literally like an immigrant myself, so like I totally understand. So yeah, love you guys. I'm so sorry that like I was talking about like how I loved beauty scandals, and like I guess now I'm like I inserted myself in the scandal in this small corner of TikTok. So like I'm sorry, but like I guess enjoy the ride for the time being, I guess.